Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about 7 beauty products that you will not regret buying. These are products in my opinion that if you are a beauty lover like me, or if you even are a beginner and just getting into makeup and into like the whole beauty world, then I think these are products that you will not regret buying, and they'll be really useful and you'll use them all the time. So the products that I'm going to show you are products that I use all the time. They are staples in like my beauty routine and my everyday makeup routine. Yeah, I'm just excited to share them with you. Before I get started, if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below and also give the video the big thumbs up if you like and enjoy it. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing is a good foundation brush. So this is my foundation brush and it is absolutely amazing. This is the Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush. I use this with every single foundation I own and it gives such a beautiful finish to the foundation and to the skin. You want like your base product to look its best, and this just blends the foundation absolutely beautifully, so smoothly, and the flawless finish it gives is incredible. Like, I never ever use any other brush now than this brush. It is my absolute favourite, and I chop and change between different like concealer brushes, bronzer brushes and things like that, but I never ever change my foundation brush. I've been using this for good few years now and I absolutely love it. It is never like shedded on me. It hasn't ever lost its shape. The bristles are really nice and soft, but the brush is quite a kind of dense brush, so it's not like a flimsy brush. It's quite a compact brush, so you really get that flawless finish with your liquids. It's just a perfect brush, and I always prefer to use a brush than I do a sponge, because with a brush it doesn't absorb as much of like the liquid from your foundation as what a sponge does. A sponge really absorbs everything and it also shears out like your foundations and things like that. So sometimes with like full coverage foundations they can look more medium coverage because it slightly shears out the foundation. That's why I always like to use a foundation brush, and this one is just my absolute favourite. This is definitely something you will never regret buying because it's just amazing. Like, as I said, I have many foundations. I use this with all my foundations and I never ever get a bad finish with any of them. This gives me like the best finish like ever from my foundation. So yeah, this is something that I definitely recommend to you. My next suggestion is a neutral eyeshadow palette. So this one here from Makeup by Mario is amazing. Like, it is a neutral shade eyeshadow palette. They are all mattes in it, which is amazing. Like, I love matte eyeshadows on my eyes. This palette's created for every skin tone and it is unbelievable. I love it. It's such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. Like, the shades in it are absolutely amazing. They blend lovely on the eyes. Like, this is what I'm wearing on my eyes today and I just love the finish of these eyeshadows, and you can't go wrong with a neutral eyeshadow palette because this palette in particular works for like day looks, it works for nighttime looks. It's a palette you can wear every single day. You can also wear it on your glam evenings, like, because there's so many colours in here that you can actually mix and blend together to get like really kind of light eye looks and also really dramatic eye looks. It's a very versatile palette. It's also really good for beginners with eyeshadow. It's also really good for pros as well. Definitely a palette that you will never regret buying because I just got it quite recently and I've used it every single time I've done my makeup since, and yeah, like, it is just absolutely gorgeous. I do highly recommend it to you. The quality of it is really good as well, so this is something that you will never regret buying. Next is concealer. So concealer is a product with quite a bit of personal preference, really, because it's dependent on your skin issue. So a lot of women will have like dark circles under the eyes that they really want to cover. Others will have maybe discoloration and pigmentation and things like that that they want to cover. So really depending on your skin type, like, it depend on the concealer you would like. But for me, I have a concealer here that I have been loving for a while now, and I feel like it does everything that I personally really need for my skin, and I feel like it would work great for a lot of people just because of how you know, the finishes of it and how it sits and wears on the skin. It is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is a beautiful, beautiful, creamy, hydrating and also radiant finish concealer. This just works absolutely amazing for covering dark circles under the eyes, also covering blue and purple darkness in the inner corner of the eyes. It's also really good for covering like any little blemishes on the skin. It's a lovely lightweight concealer, and like I said, it's very, very hydrating on the skin. It's very kind of radiant looking on the skin, and it looks like your skin. There's nothing like heavy or cakey about this concealer. Also, I don't see it cracking on my skin. Like, it really just sits beautiful because of like the really kind of thin texture of it. It just wears lovely on top of the skin. This is my favorite go-to concealer. If you have like the kind of basic skin concerns that a lot of women have, which is like slight dark circles under the eyes, slight darkness in a corner, and like some little blemishes, then this is a really good concealer to cover all of that. This is a lightweight concealer with a bit of radiance to it, so I don't know if it would work well for acne. Like, I'm not an expert in that at all. Like, I've never had acne, so I really don't know, but this for me is a really, really great concealer. Like, I don't have too many skin concerns. I just have like the basic, like a lot of women have, just slight darkness and under eyes and things like that. That's kind of it. But for that, if you're looking for a concealer that's just kind of like an everyday kind of lightweight concealer where you don't need to cover too much, then this is definitely a concealer that I would suggest for you, because yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. My next beauty product is eyelash curlers. So I use eyelash curlers every single time before I apply mascara. Like, I never ever apply mascara without curling my eyelashes. These are the type of eyelash curlers that I recommend, because these ones here, if you can see, they're quite thin, you know, like even around the area where, you know, you squeeze your lashes, it's quite thin, because you get quite chunky ones. But for me, I feel like they never really work, and like sometimes the rubber bit is a bit too thick as well. So like a set of eyelash colours that are quite thin in terms of like the, you know, the metal like handle and everything to them, and also like when it comes to like the rubber part at the top, I feel that ones that are a bit thinner work better to really kind of curl lashes, because they're getting more grip. These ones I have here from Fur. I have had like a different other ones, but they've always been like really thin metal ones like this. I've had Shuamura, which were really good as well. Yeah, like eyelash colours is definitely something that I always use every time, because with mascara, like mascara is obviously wet, so it's naturally going to like weigh down the eyelashes. So you want to kind of curl the eyelashes beforehand to like help with, you know, the weight from the mascara. So the more you curl them, the less they're going to droop, if you know what I mean. I always use eyelash curlers, and it just really helps with my lashes, keep them curled, give them a little bit of lift to them as well. Definitely something that I feel everybody should do and should have in their makeup bag, is a pair of eyelash curlers. I don't really have a preference on a brand as such. I have used many different ones over the years, but what I do suggest is obviously a thin pair. So yeah, you get really kind of thick, chubbier ones with chubbier kind of like handles, and also, as I say, chubbier up the top here with the part with the rubber part as well. It's just too thick to like curl my lashes, because obviously I have quite small eyes and small lashes and everything, so I need something that's quite thin like this. So yeah, leave me any other suggestions that you have down below in the comments. I will definitely check them out, also help other people out as well. Okay, so my next beauty product is lipstick. I suggest getting an absolute gorgeous lipstick, because for me, lipstick is something that can really like change your entire like appearance, and also your entire makeup really. So if you get that right lipstick shade that flatters your lips and obviously your skin color, then like it's just amazing. Like, it seriously just changes your entire face and makes you just look so good, and you feel so good as well. I couldn't just suggest one lipstick to you, because like I have so many ones that I really love. So I have two that I would like to suggest to you because I feel like these are my most used lipsticks and they are my most flattering lipsticks, and I feel like a lot of light medium skins are going to really love these lipsticks. So the first one, sorry, is the YSL Rouge Volupte Shine lipstick. First of all, this is one stunning lipstick. Like, the packaging's amazing. Like, I love whipping this out and applying this on my lips because it just makes me feel so lush and so just beautiful. So yeah, this lipstick is in the shade number 9, and that's the shade of it there. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, juicy, super juicy, sheer lipstick. Like, it has this high shine glossy finish to it, but it's a little bit, she's still got really good coverage, like really good coverage, but it's a little bit kind of sheer because the formula is quite lightweight. Oh my god, it looks so juicy on the lips, and it's so hydrating on the lips. Like, it doesn't feel heavy on the lips, it doesn't feel tacky, it doesn't feel sticky. Like, you can apply this like loads of times over and over your lips and it just feels amazing. I love the formula that I could just sit and apply all day long because yeah, it's just gorgeous. It also has a gorgeous kind of fruity scent to it, and yeah, it's just beautiful to apply. It looks amazing on the lips and it makes your lips look even more plump than they already are because of like because of the formula of this, and also the finish. The finish is a really high shine juicy finish. It's very like luxurious looking, so yeah, it's expensive but it's definitely worth it, and it's definitely something that you should really invest. Like, a good lipstick is something that you should really definitely invest in because it can really change your makeup, it can change your entire face and also just how you feel. So yeah, that is my first suggestion, is the YSL Rouge Volupte Shine in number 9. And then my other favourite lipstick that I suggest that you will never regret buying is this one here from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her kissing lipstick in the shade Penelope Pink. So that's Penelope Pink. And as you can see, compared to the YSL one, this one is more nude. The YSL one is a little bit more pink, whereas this one is more nude. And I love both of them because they're my favourite types of colours to wear on my lips. Doesn't matter whether it's for nighttime or for daytime, like, this just my go-to all the time lips. So this one, Penelope Pink, is what I've got on my lips right now. And yeah, I just love this type of look, finish and formula. Again, it's a lipstick like the YSL one that you can just keep applying and it just feels really nice and hydrating on the lips. It has a slight kind of creamy finish to it, so you know it's going to look quite juicy on the lips, and it gives a little bit more of a kind of plump look just because the fact it has, you know, that creamy shiny finish. Yeah, again, the packaging is stunning for this as well. I love whipping out Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks and applying them, and also YSL, because the packagings are just so beautiful and luxurious looking, and also the formula and the finish of these branded lipsticks are absolutely incredible. Okay, so my next beauty product that you will never regret buying is a pair of tweezers. So depending on your facial hair concerns, you will use like tweezers for like sparing hairs like on your brows, or the little pesky hairs that you get on your chin, because like we all get those wee ones that we just have to tweeze away. Tweezers are definitely something you'll use for that, but also if you have more peach fuzz, if you have like hair on your upper lip, or even if you have just slight hairs that can grow just on the middle of your cheeks, then I suggest this. This is a facial hair razor. This is something that I definitely need in my beauty routine. So my tweezers are the Vintage Cosmetics Company tweezers, and yeah, I've been using these for a while now and these are really nice. The tweezers, I kind of can chop and change between different kind of slanted angle tweezers, but when it comes to my facial hair razors, I'm very picky. So this one here is from Current Body. this is amazing. And I also have one from Lilybeth New York, which is this one. So these are two of my favorites. These are the only ones that I use now, because before, years ago, I used to get those Tinkle ones, but there are so many fakes on eBay and Amazon now that I don't buy them anymore, because the blades are just not the way they should be, because there are a lot of fakes now. And you can tell if they're fakes because if you look at the packaging when you buy them, there's a lot of like misspelling, you know, misspelling on the packaging and things like that. So that's how you know they're fake. And you can also tell as soon as you kind of start to shave your face, you can just tell the blades are not smooth. The only brands that I use now are Current Body and Lilybeth New York. I will link them down below, because like it's very important to get a really good facial hair razor, because obviously you don't want to cut your face or anything, so it's essential that you invest in like a good facial hair razor. I use, like I said, I like to use these to take the peach fuzz, and also I get a little kind of darker hairs on my cheeks, so I like to kind of use this to remove them. And I also use it like on my upper lip and that as well. It's really good for that, because with tweezers, like, you don't want to sit and pluck like every single like hair from your upper lip, because you're going to end up with hundreds of little spots. So yeah, tweezers are really just good for like tweezing out brow hairs and little kind of pesky chin ones, but definitely a facial razor is better if you have more hair going on in your face. My next product is the NARS Laguna bronzer. So bronzer is my favourite makeup product. I love applying bronzer. It's just, I love how it can transform the face. You can use it to bronze, you can use it to create shadow, to contour, and it can just really change your entire face. And this is a bronzer that I love. I've loved for many years. The NARS Laguna is just got one of the most perfect kind of colours to it. I love the finish of it on my skin as well. It's a warm bronzer with a slight glow to it. Like before, it used to be like this straight up matte powder. It's a little bit more glowy now, but I've come to really like the finish of it. So investing in a good bronzer that has the perfect tone for your complexion is definitely a must. And once you find it, you will like constantly repurchase that bronzer over and over again. I always really buy high-end bronzers just because I love the quality and the finish to higher-end bronzers than I do drugstore. This is one like that. I have so many bronzers, but this is one that I constantly repurchase. I get so much use out of it, and how it makes my skin look and how it makes me feel personally by wearing it. I just love. So yes, this is something that I have never regretted buying since I bought it so many years ago, and as I said, I've bought it over and over and over again. I love this bronzer. I also love the Benefit Hoola. I mentioned that in my Best of Beauty 21 video, but the reason why I suggest this one over the Benefit Hoola is just because I've been using this for so many more years than I have the Benefit one. But the Benefit one is also gorgeous. It kind of has the same type of look and finish to this one from NARS, but yeah, that's the only reason why I suggested this one. But and also this one looks better. The packaging for this one is so much nicer than the Benefit one. So yeah, this is a bronzer that you'll never regret buying, because I don't regret it one bit. Okay, so that is my 7 products. Of course, I sneaked a couple of other ones in there, but really it's kind of like 7 products, because the tweezers and the razor kind of go side by side, and the 2 little lipsticks that I suggest to you are still in the same category. It's still a lipstick. So yeah, it's still 7 beauty products that I feel that you would never regret buying, because one, I don't regret buying them, and also they are essential. So yeah, for me, these products I use all the time. That is it for this video, guys. I really hope you liked and enjoyed this type of video. If you did, please get a big thumbs up, and also if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. And yeah, I will speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye.